I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I've got my shovel here in the kit, and I've got my napkin that I'm gonna use, some other things. I'm gonna turn my glue gun on. I've got the dryer. I am gonna be priming I'm gonna be doing the inside of it. And if you've seen some of the one that we have shown, that's what they did too, was the inside of the shovel. So I just have my Waverly White. Again, this is a super bright white. Casting the enemy to the foot of the cross tonight. Amen, Linda, thank you. Like seriously, it was all I could do not to cry in the last video. There was some screaming in between because I don't even know, but whatever, we're here, we'll make this work. But I got my Waverly chalk. I've got some extra jute. There is some that comes in the kit, but I saw some cute idea where they covered some of this with jute. I think I might cover this part with it, so I needed a lot. And I have got some markers, some Sharpies that I saw some of the ladies that have already done the kit, colored their birds and their birdhouse, so I think I'm gonna try that tonight. And I have got some extra, whatever this stuff is called, raffia. And then I did grab some greenery, the greenery that I got from Home Depot. I think I might be using some of that to make some little something on here. But I'm gonna start with priming my shovel. So we're gonna get the part that we're gonna decoupage, I'm gonna do it all white. And that's just because I don't think the napkin is gonna show through very well if we don't do some kind of priming on there. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I think, I don't know if it started to share yet. I know we are doing kind of like, I guess like a launch where the Crafting in Christ Club has been pretty much closed just because we have to have so many, I have to pre-order everything, and so I can't have it open. We can't have a bunch of people joining all the time. I can let a few go here and there because we do have people that cancel and stuff, but we haven't done a big launch. I don't think since I started, like where we really open it up and we try and get a bunch of new members. And so that's going to be starting next week. And I wanted to remind each of you that we have the crafty credits that are on the site. If you haven't signed up for them, go to the site, and in the bottom corner it talks about crafty credits. Make sure you're signed up, but you get a $5 coupon for every person that you refer that orders from us. So if you know someone that likes crafting and you share your link, and it'll show you how to do it there in the crafty credits, but it will they'll get $5 off and you'll get $5 off, and they can use that $5 to sign up for the membership. So we will be sending out, if you didn't see our other live, there's going to be bonuses for all the new people that sign up early in the first couple days, and then all of you members will be getting the bonuses too. So if you see me sharing about bonuses the next few days, don't worry. If you're already a member, it's coming in your kit, so you will be getting those as well. But I just thought it was a good reminder because I know you ladies will probably be referring people, and I want you to get that $5 off coupon if you do refer some people, because saving money is always good. Alright, I'm just doing the front. You could do the back. Cindy says we're having thunderstorms here, so going in and out for me. Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry. My son's tutor, they couldn't get on the internet tonight either. She's in Ohio, and they had weather issues, and she couldn't get on to do his tutoring this morning, so. And it sounds like we're having thunderstorms here, but really my husband's just up in the attic. He's building some shelves up there so we can have more storage for our stuff, because the club stuff is now taking up the garage. So funny. Not funny. It's probably 900 degrees up there. I feel bad. Every time he comes down, he's just covered in sweat. Alright, this doesn't have to be perfect, it's just the background. I'm just trying to make sure it's lightened up. Because if there is any dark spots, they are going to show through. So I'm just going over the parts as they dry. Oh, Brenda says her husband is in the garage building extra storage too. Oh my gosh, hopefully not because of your craft stuff, Brenda. I swear. I'm just gonna help this along a little bit. I do see a blobby spot. Yeah, it's so hot here already. Although I did get my fan in here finally. Oh, Deborah just found us again. So sorry, Deborah. I just gave up on being able to have my face and the other camera. Facebook just doesn't want it. So frustrating. I really wish they wouldn't change things, but at least we could still go live. Even if it's just this. Even if it's just the one camera. I'll have to play around with it some more, maybe in the other group, and see if I can get it working. I mean, honestly, even an hour before this class was not the best timing to trying to get it to work. But I was like, I have a whole hour. Surely I can figure it out in an hour. Surely. No, not the case. I just want to get this nice and white because I don't want anything to show through that design. So let me know who's crafting with me. I know there was a bunch of ladies that said they're just going to watch tonight, and it's always fine for you to watch. It's just, really, this is just to give you inspiration. I know some of you like to follow along. Ooh. Brenda wanted to know what heat gun. Okay, this one, I have a link on the on my favorite things, but this one is actually, it's called the Chandler tool, and I got it on Amazon. So there is a link to this exact one on my favorite things post. It should be pinned at the top of the, I think the main page. I absolutely love it, and then someone was telling me it's not actually that loud for you. I mean, it's not loud here, but I don't know how much the microphone picks up. But it's pretty quiet. Linda's crafting along, Nona's watching, Kelly's watching. I have been waiting to do this project, and then I keep seeing you guys that have it done already and they're all gorgeous. So I am a little bit intimidated to do mine tonight. It might not turn out as beautiful as the ones I've seen, but that's okay, it'll be mine. I wanted these shovels since I saw them available. I wanted to do them, but I wasn't sure how we were going to ship them. So for the longest time, that's why you haven't seen this one earlier, because I couldn't figure out how we were going to get them to you. But I think the first ones that went out, I know we had some broken doves. I think once we started doing the tissue paper, are you out? You got 11 left? Oh, you have 11 left over? Okay, just put them on the desk. Parker's packing the little gift bundles for us right now. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so the first ones that went out, we used just the bubble in the packages, and I think there was too much loose space in the packages, and so then when we started stuffing it with the extra tissue paper, then I stopped getting emails that the doves said were breaking. So if you got yours broken, let me know, because we did replace all those of everyone that reached out. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry. I think for right now, I'm gonna color my little bird house here thing. I don't even know if my eyes are good enough for this. I just got some Sharpies is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do one purple. Gonna get super fancy on it. Cindy's watching too. I need to get me some of those paint markers that everyone is using for everything that looks super cool. if you guys think you're gonna color yours. You could stain this whole thing too. I think I was just trying to bring in some of the colors. I think I might leave it just like that. I don't want to do it too crazy. Nona says she loves the paint markers. Do you have some then, Mona, that you use? I need to get some. I see, because I'm starting to go in those laser groups because we are going to get a laser. But I just haven't yet. But I see them using in the, group. I'm trying to decide. I probably want to do the Mod Podge last. I think I'm going to work on the handle next. So again, I grabbed a big old thing of this because I think I'm going to try and wrap the whole thing. This might be overkill. It might take a minute, but... Oh, notice that she uses the one by Artex. Alright, I'm going to have to look those up. Oh, my glue gun has decided it's just going to work the first time I try and use it tonight. How nice is that? Usually I have to have a conversation with it to get it going. I'll take it. Alright, so this is probably going to take a minute, but this was my vision. That I'm just going to wrap this thing all the way. So I'm just holding it pretty tight here, and I'm just going to keep going around. And you may have to move it up as you go. I've also been working on the bonus project for next month. Like, we have so much going on. There was so much to get together for this launch. We usually are packing the June, what month are we in? June kits by now, but we're doing the bonus projects, getting those for the ones that everyone's getting, and then the bonus night, craft, I just got that together. I still need to take pictures of it, and so look for that email coming out. And it's just been a lot. And the girls all got out of, so most of my girls that work for me are high school girls. And so they just all had their last day of school, 3 of them. And then one of them's mom's in the hospital. My third one that's not in high school, her mom was in the hospital all week. So the orders that have been going out this week are all me shipping. I think I'm still 50 orders behind. So if you've ordered, well, I still have 50 orders in there to process. So if you ordered in the last couple days and you haven't seen it go out yet, that's why, because it's literally me packing everything right now, trying to get us caught back up. They had finals and everything last week, and so they couldn't come in and cover when the other one had their mom in the hospital. So it's just been, it's been a lot. But we're holding it together. My son jumped in to help out today. Oh, Cindy is crafting. This is a month she skipped. She's using the rub-on transfers. I love it. Yes, we have the new ones going out. We have a lot of people that are getting them. We've sold a ton of the kits, the card kits, so I'm super excited about that. I think I actually need to order more supplies for that. So that is a good reminder. But yes, the Soulful Sentiments are doing great. All right, again, I'm just twisting this around. I'm not adding any glue or anything, because I think if I hold it tight enough, I've got it. This is one of those things that you're like, oh, this will be a great idea. And then you do it and you're like, oh, this takes forever. It'll be worth it in the end though, right? What's nice is this is a little bit grabby, so it is holding on to it pretty good. All right, we're a little over halfway there. And you wouldn't even have to do the half, the whole thing either. You could just do half and like stop here. just love these shovels. I was tempted to like take one for my gardening and just keep it, but we had so many, we needed them all for the kids, so I didn't get a chance. You could also paint one of these ends. Oh, Deborah says next month's craft looks like it might be fun. Yes, I actually am going to give you guys a sneak peek at the end because I finally got everything in. The ribbon we were waiting for, we had everything but the ribbon, and the ribbon just came in Friday, which was yesterday. See, I don't even know what day it is. So I was going to give you a sneak peek of next month's project. Not the whole thing, but I'll give you a sneak peek of the little project, and just to get you excited about it, because we will start shipping those. I think the girls got to start making them this week. She was doing the little bags this morning that have all the little stuff in them. So I have one of those right here. I'll show you. All right, we're almost there. My hands are cramping, but we've almost made it to the bottom. The good news is this will be nice and dry. I got this from this roll from Amazon, and it smells amazing. Like, I don't know if it was parked in one of those, like maybe it was by the scented pine cones that they have for Halloween, but that's what it smells like. It smells like cinnamon. The girls were cutting it to put in the kids for this month, and they're like, it smells so good. Yes, that is our ribbon cutter. Yep, that's usually I had it on a stand, so we just moved it, and it was being such a booger this morning. But yes, that's my splurge. Last year I bought that thing, and it helps so much because it cuts like the spools of ribbon super quick. Before we were cutting everything by hand, and it took forever. Linda says she has the same roll, and hers smells like cinnamon too. Yeah, it's very nice. Sometimes you get these things, these crafting things, and they don't smell good. They smell like tires or like, I don't know, what do you call it, petroleum? Like sometimes they just don't smell good. But it was not the case with this one. All right, so now that I'm getting to the end, it's being a little funky on filling space. So I'm just gonna keep going until I got all that space filled. Which means it's going to be a little thicker in the back than it is in the front, but that's fine. I just want to make sure that my front is filled. So I'm just covering those empty spaces, and I think that's going to do it. All right, so I want to hold on to it because I am going to glue it in the back here. Girls were using my good scissors. I don't think I brought them back in here. It's funny because once they have the good scissors, once they use the good scissors, like they don't want to use the other scissors. She came in today earlier and was like, where are the good scissors? I was like, oh, hold on, I got you. But then I forgot to bring it back in here, I think. They're still in the other room. All right, so I'm going to put my little line of glue there. Tack that down in there. All right, so you can't even really see where it's at. Yeah, that ribbon cutter is a game changer. Like, you have no idea, Kelly. I used to have to bring all of the ribbon. I would bring it into the living room while we were watching TV or whatever, back when I was doing this by myself a few months ago, and I had to cut each one by hand, and I think we only had like 70 something members then, and it was a nightmare. Like, I can't imagine now. Like, my husband was finally, I bought one little ribbon cutter, and it was just not it. And so my husband's like, how much is the other one? And I told him, and he's like, just buy the other one, that's ridiculous. So I did, and yeah, it's worth every freaking penny. It does get a little temperamental when you're putting the ribbon in it each time. Like once you get it set up for whatever type of ribbon that you're gonna run your money, but it does get a little temperamental when you are first setting it up, because you have to space all the different things and you have to get it fed through all the right way. But once you get it in there, then it's pretty good, unless it gets jammed. I always use the wired ribbon, mostly is what we use for the bows, so that you guys can style the bows easily. And the wired ribbon is the one that wants to get stuck sometimes, but definitely has been a game changer. Kelly says she loves the handle, thank you. That was kind of what I envisioned when I saw these, was kind of what I wanted to do with the handle. Okay, so I am gonna move this down because I know it's gonna be a little bit tricky when it gets to this part where the little, what you would call these things are. So I don't want those in my words. I feel like I need something to hold this, all right. All right, I just put the bow dabber to use here to get it to hold still for me. Because I know I need the word in to be lined up perfectly for it to kind of be what we want here. Okay, and then my B is going to be right below that. That works. All right, we're going to try this. Wendy says, don't you just love it when it looks like what you envision? Yes. It's almost a rarity though, Wendy. Alright, this is one of my favorite paintbrushes, but it has black on it, and now I'm worried that the Mod Podge's gonna have black in it. I'm gonna be brave. Alright, so I'm only gonna do half at a time. And I'm just gonna come in and put my Mod Podge on half of the shovel, and then we'll go through and do the other half because I want to center it, and I've kind of already got it centered, so do it this way. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, just like we do on everything else, I'm just doing my light feathery and working my way out. I did pull it back and push it back down a little bit because my words were not coming up, not laying how I wanted them to. I'm always worried about the words most. The rest of it I can deal with, but I don't like it when there's wrinkles in the words. Okay, I think we've got half of it down pretty decent here. So we'll just go back and we'll do the other half. So far my black on my paintbrush isn't coming off. We're good. Can you hear my husband drilling upstairs? I don't know how loud it is for you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know what just dropped behind me. Papers. Okay, with the light feathers, you can kind of feel when it's getting sticky, so when it's getting sticky on your finger, like, don't mess with it anymore. This part needs a little bit. Okay, I'm just like lightly pushing it up here. Okay, this part down here all looks good. I'm gonna keep working with the top. Any hits to separate the napkin? Wendy, I usually find the best way for me, I didn't have to do it today, but when I cut it, if there's not like an edge that comes separating, Actually, if I like tear it, then usually it never tears like evenly, and then I can get like a section of it. So tearing usually works better for me. So that usually, like, nothing's ever 100%. I've had people give me all these hints and like, or different ways to do it, and I can't find a way that works for me. Besides that. And someone told me those water pins are on Amazon. I need to go try and find one. I have a whole list of Amazon stuff I need to order over here. So I've got to get on it. Alright, so right now I'm just doing the rest of the napkin up here. Because my thought is I'm going to kind of cover this part up here. Oh, Wendy says hers just isn't separating. Some of them are tricky. If you have another one of that one, Wendy, try it. I'll try a different one. Because some of them are just, they get difficult. All right, I thought these are like the worst. They're not even tweezers. I don't even know. Those came with the flowers that we sell. I think they're just for like picking up flowers. I'm trying to get this little piece here through here. All right, well that works. Just kind of tucking that one piece around so it's not sitting up like that. And then I have a little bug flying around too. I don't know what's... I have those bugs like that come in your plants. Like we're under attack with those bugs, I swear. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. And I think I'm actually just gonna cut some of it, and I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more before I start messing with it. Oh, Deborah has an idea, Wendy. Try some, she says, try a little glue on your fingers. Not wet, just a little tacky. Oh, Linda says that tool is indispensable. Seriously, I use this transfer tool for everything. Like, seriously, all the time. It's also great, like, to clean out your nails. If you have, like, paint under your nails, I use it for that all the time. Like, it's handy. I think I have 3 of them sitting up here. Okay, so we've got, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna start working on whatever the heck I'm doing up here. So I did grab some of this. I was gonna say I had like little pliers up here, but I didn't. I had to use them. I had a jam in my ribbon cutter, so I came in here and I got the little wire cutters to clear the jam in my ribbon cutter, and then I didn't bring them back in here. Alright, so I'm just playing around, kind of seeing what this looked like. These are that little plant that I got from Hobby Lobby when they were having their little grand opening. So I just kind of wanted to see how that would look. Oh, we can also just stick them in there. Oh, yes, yes on that. Okay, they just stuck right in there. That works great. Okay, let's see. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do everything here. All right, so my thought for this was to just do the back and forth with this. But I think I am gonna use more than actually I just might. Okay, so I've got that much in there, so that was the strip that was given to me, and then I'm going to use some of the rope too. What is this, jute? I move this over a little bit here. I think I'm going to do it just a little bit smaller. I also have this mini Bodabra in the my favorite things post too. So if you're like, oh, I need the help making bows, this is your friend. Although I just did it wrong because you're supposed to put the thing underneath it that you're going to tie it with, and I didn't. So I might have to take it out and do it again, but we'll see. I should just load this thing every time before I do it. All right, I'll see if I can get it. Ooh, if I can get it back in there. You're supposed to put this thing in there first. I forget every time. Because that way you can just tie it while it's in there. I forget every time to stick that thing in there. Alright, moving that to the back. And I'm just going to tie it again. Figure out how to add my little thing here. I might just glue it. Let's see. Oh, that's Dixie. Okay, now that I have an idea what to do there, I'm going to go ahead and sand off these edges here because I think we're ready to move forward. Now, I've been debating on whether I'm going to antique it or not. That sound is a little bit horrible. I think the sandpaper on the metal is giving me chills. I don't know if it's giving you guys chills. All right, now we've got like our nice edge. How cute is that already? It's turning out better than I thought. All right, put that up there. Okay, I'm gonna tuck my little things in here and then I'm gonna glue them on the back. So we're gonna tuck them in and I'm gonna glue them back here. And then this is also just going to give us a little more, it kind of just hides this line up here so we're not going to see it. I want to make sure that they're going to lay flat here. Alright, they're starting to be a little tricky. Alright, let me move this down. To get a little aggressive with the glue. Alright, now I'm going to hold them down. Kelly, to antique or not to antique? Seriously, always the question. Yeah, I just saw those holes, Kelly, and I was like, I'm just going to tuck them back here behind the holes because those holes are there. Alright, it still might need a little more because I have bent them around, so I'm gonna make sure they're there so they're not going anywhere. You could use the E20 too. I have this, what is it, or I'm sorry, this one's B7000. I don't know what all the different numbers are. I don't know if blowing heat on the hot glue actually makes it cool, but probably not. I need a cold temp setting. Again, this is the back, so if it doesn't look, you know, unanimous, it's fine. It's the back. All right, so these are kind of the way that they're gonna go, which it's fine. Because what I can also do is force them down when I put this on. Since this is gonna be glued on the front, then I can force them to go down a little bit. Now again, I got these at Hobby Lobby, but I also have these. Oh, I cut them. Let me see. I'll give you a preview of the bonus kit. I also have these type of flowers. You can get these at Walmart for super cheap. So if you're like, oh, I like this look, and you don't want to pay the Hobby Lobby prices for these, because even on sale, you know, they weren't super cheap. But this same boxwood, I think this is called a boxwood, you can get this at Walmart in the floral section, like super cheap. So always good if next time you're in Walmart, just go grab a bundle of it, because I just love the look of the greenery with it. I'm gonna start adding it to more of my stuff. Especially with the summer. Okay, I'm just trying to get everything going where I want it here. All right, I think that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna stick it right there. All right, how's everybody else that's doing? Wendy, are you following along? Are you doing okay? Got this all tangled up in my leaf here. I don't want to break it because it's a cute little spindle, but it's like tangled up. There we go. Okay, and then we can like give this a little trim if you think anything's too long. All right, and now I have my little bird nest. I'm gonna decide. I think I'm just gonna glue it like right there, because mine doesn't have a little thing. It doesn't, like, you can't really get anything too substantial through that hole, and with my eyes right now, I'm probably not getting anything through that hole. Wendy said she changed her mind and started over. It's all good, Wendy, it happens. I actually wasn't even gonna use this napkin. I was gonna use a different one, and then I just decided, well, I'll use this one. The other thing is I could put it up here. I could even just put it on the handle. Alright, I'm gonna play with that a little bit to see where I want it. I also thought of tucking it in here. I don't know. Do you think I put it on the shovel, or do you think I put it somewhere on the handle? I was putting spring in mine that's strapped off, but I didn't ruin the cage. I'll use it on another project. Oh, Wendy, you know, or Linda, the same thing, this little thing for me, it actually broke off earlier today. You can kind of see it in the back. And I had this, I call it E3000 because that's what the big tube is. But I had this B7000, and because it's, again, this just came with something I bought, but the tip is like so tiny, I was able to just put a little bit on there, and then I let it sit till the class tonight. So mine was, mine tried to break off on me too. Yeah, these are definitely probably for like some flat project. I think I might actually put it on the handle. I don't know. I can't decide. All right, we're just putting it aside for a minute. I'm gonna make a loop for this. I'm just gonna get some string here. And I'm gonna double it up because it is kind of thick. You could use ribbon or something too. Well, Deborah says she does think the middle of the bow. Alright, I'm just gonna loop this through because I don't want this to move. Yeah, I think you ladies are right. I think in the middle is probably the way to go. Alright, I just wanted to make a little hangy thing for it there, so I've got something to hang it off of with. Alright, we'll put it in the middle of the bow. Alright, going in. I gotta move all my little hair out of the way here. Alright, she's stuck on there. My gosh, I've got like a little string of something. Oh, glue. I've got glue strings going everywhere here. Alright, I think the middle does win. So, here we go. I think this is how it's gonna end. So, oh, I can't hold it up and show it to you with my face because there's no face. Alright, so we've got the whole shovel here, and then I didn't do anything to the back, so on the back you can just see where I've got my greenery anchored there, but I didn't end up painting the back or anything. So there we go, that's just one example of what you can do. Brenda says it turned out great. Thank you so much,